Hello and welcome to the Mindset Alchemy podcast. I'm Janine Kathleen, your host, and I love helping you understand the energy of your thoughts, your words, your emotions, and the energy that comes with it. And while we're doing this, we get to see, well, what story are we telling ourselves? Where can we create beyond our limits? And where could we let go of the BS, the belief systems that are holding us back? One of the things I have discovered helping people is to help them literally explore the art of mastery and endurance, the joy of mastery and endurance, of knowing a job well done, of achieving something, and of keeping going to see it to the end. Because so many times we go, oh, it's so hard, maybe I shouldn't be doing it. And this is very often where we say, okay, is it hard because I'm unavailable to see what's happening? Maybe I'm out of alignment, or possibly I'm missing something that could bring more ease. And when we get curious, when we start exploring, it is actually incredible how things shift, how things change. For myself, very often I will step back and I'll say, okay, what am I missing here? And then I'll be redirected either to say, okay, maybe I should get help with this. Maybe it's meant for somebody else. And gee whiz, look here, this is what I'm meant to be doing. It's just so powerful how this happens. With that, the other day I was exploring one of these things and I was asking various questions, and a visual that came to me to help me understand how we are spirit in a body, because as a bodytarian, I help you understand what your body's saying, what it's sharing with you, where your energy is blocked, and to help your body help you understand where something's out of alignment, or it's just that there's a different way of doing it. And I just had such a clear visual of actors go to the theater, they practice, they play, they put on the show, and then they go home to be themselves. And that going home to be themselves is our greater spirit, our soul, who we are through time, space, dimensions, and realities. And we come here into these physical bodies like the actor goes to the theater, and we take part in the play of life. I was actually thinking of Shakespeare's quote, all the world's a stage, and we are, and I'm not sure what the rest of the quote is, but maybe we can go and look that up, and we can go and look that up. All the world's a stage, and that's because we have come here to design a play, to work with it, to co-create with others, because remember, actors don't just do one play, they do multiple plays, they get to audition, there's a process, there's skills to be learned, and that's what we're doing as our soul in our spiritual body, the spirit in our body. And our soul is that spark of the greater self of us when we go home. Now, I've heard actors say they've got so deep in a part that they start experiencing side effects from it when they go back. And I remember the one person saying they had to sing a song about depression, and they literally found themselves becoming depressed. So, where in life are we doing this to ourselves? We're playing a part that we could move away from, that we could restore ourselves from, and acknowledge that, oh, look, I'm playing a part. This is just part of an experience. I can do something differently. I can take part in a different, I love that, take part in a different play, a different perspective. What if we change the way the character does it? And then when we transition, we go back home to the greater being, our actual being, and who we are. Maybe I'm explaining this a little bit foggily. The concept that I was seeing is we get to own what play we're taking part in. We get to see if it's a free play where you just somebody starts with something and somebody else responds to it, and you just start working with it and free flowing with it. Or maybe it's a very structured part, like in corporate, there's very structured rules, there's very structured ways of doing things. Family dynamics is another play. when you have a partner, that's also a different play with different dynamics, different parts, different ways of being. We get to choose the stage, the scenery, and everything else. So it's to enact the play we're choosing, and when we dislike it or it's out of character for us, it's a character we dislike playing, we get to move on and choose a different play until that time comes where we transition back to us. We leave the theatre and we go back to being who we are. Let me know your thoughts. I would love to hear them. Have a grand, glorious, and beautiful day. And if you would like to have some help in me helping you with learning how to play your part, a part, or to step away from a part and find a different play to play with, reach out and let's chat, because I love helping people see a different future, a different way of being, and a different way of playing their parts. Have a great day. Bye-bye.